No more fact-checking on Facebook. Some people are horrified by that. They shouldn't be. Who in the hell is going to determine what is a fact and what isn't a fact? The people they appointed to do so were biased Californians who all lean left. You got to let people shoot their mouths off. It's okay. You know who's really upset about this, though? Joe Biden. Maybe nostalgia he has for the old Facebook that covered up for him, his family, and all that corruption, and magnified and amplified anything that was negative about Trump. He is incensed that a private company is going to let people speak just like the Constitution guarantees.
The whole idea of walking away from fact-checking, as well as not reporting anything having to do with discrimination regarding to TPS, I find to be just contrary to American justice, the way we talk about one another. Telling the truth matters.
Well, who's going to determine what the truth is? This is one of the most un-American things you can ever hear. What he just said, it's wild. It's amusing. And there is one thing, though, that Joe said a lot last year that turned out to be true after all.
We stand, in my view, at an inflection point in history. We stand at an inflection point. We have an opportunity to defeat despair, to build a nation of prosperity and purpose. We're facing an inflection point, one of those rare moments in history when the decisions we make now will determine the fate of our nation and the world.
Always. We were at an inflection point. We are at an inflection point, and I think I saw. And what does that actually mean? Yeah, it's a good question. It means like a point from which there will be significant change, right? A point where everything starts to pivot. A moment when significant change occurs or it may occur. And I think I pinpointed that moment where everything really did change. The very moment where things got better, a lot better. I know it's a tough time right now, but have you seen this yet?
Governor, you got a second? Governor, I live here, Governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
Oh, this woman is so great. Her instincts are spot on. He just lied to her, and she didn't have proof of that. She just had a sense. And he's about to out himself as a liar. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom. And take off your sunglasses for crying out loud when you're talking to a constituent. Next.
I'm sorry. There's literally, I've tried 5 times. That's why I'm walking around to make the call.
Why is the president not taking your call?
Because it's not going through. So
Why?
I have to get cell service.
So let's get it. Let's get it. I want to be here when you call the president.
All right, just so you know, the first time he said, I am literally talking to the president right now. She got upset, and then the next point, he said, I want to talk to the president. I am literally trying to get reception right now. The man lies, the man is incompetent, and the whole world can see it. I don't care how slim he is. I don't care how cool his haircut is. He's finished. And so is the woke liberal agenda in America. Next.
I'm doing that right now, and it's to immediately get reimbursements, individual assistance, and to help you. I'm devastated for you. I'm so sorry, especially for your daughter. I have 4 kids, losing the school.
Everyone who went to school there, they lost their homes. They lost 2 homes because they were living in one and building another. Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be.
Has to be. Has to be. That's a line you come up with when you're campaigning. But the other stuff in there, resources. We need more resources. He doesn't know what to do. He has no skill. None of these people have any skill. Resources, this is not a matter of money, all right? This is a matter of poor decision-making on your part, criminal absenteeism. Resources, California has the 5th largest economy in the world. California state government, if it were a country, it'd be one of the biggest countries in the world. What is their budget? $322 billion, more than 250,000 state employees. How many more resources do you need? You don't know how to govern, and you don't care to. It's fascinating, but you really do like bragging.
7 years in a row, reinforcing our status as the 5th largest economy on planet Earth.
And look at me standing on, is that the Golden Gate Bridge? It's all about glorification, vanity, all that nonsense. And no one will stand for it anymore. This is an inflection point hastened by that great lady speaking her truth to a governor.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
So
everything
fill the
I can.
hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I understand.
But would you do that?
I would do whatever I can.
But you're not.
You're not. He said literally 5 times. I am literally talking to the president. I am literally trying to talk to the president. I am literally trying to get resources. He's literally finished. This is the moment where not only is Gavin Newsom finished, but the woke left. But a couple of more things on Gavin. What was he doing? What is he doing all week long? I keep seeing him just show up on cable television. He goes to where the cameras are. I mean, there are places where a chief executive of a government that has 250,000 people and $322 billion should be. An operations center like the California Emergency Management System. You know why he's not there? Very few cameras there, right? And Sacramento, who wants to be in Sacramento? I mean, you could coordinate things up there, great, but nah, that's not cool. Look, all this experience at what? At getting his face out there, getting his name out there. 6 years as governor. How many has it been? 7 years as mayor of San Francisco. Did we skip lieutenant governor? I think we did. That's okay. 7 years on the board of supervisors. When did this guy get into politics? When he was 28, 30 years old. He's been at it for 27 years. Sorry about the math. And what does he come up with? All that experience, all of these problems. What is his excuse? I couldn't believe it. Misinformation. That's what he's going with. All of the complaints, that lady who confronted him, she was just pushing misinformation. He told the president that. He told the president in the Oval Office via one of those Zoom links that was the big problem.
I ask you, we've got to deal with this misinformation. There were hurricane force winds of mis and disinformation, lies. People want to divide this country, and we're going to have to address that as well. And it breaks my heart as people are suffering and struggling that we're up against those hurricane forces as well. And that's just a point of personal privilege that I share that with you because it infects real people that are out there, people I meet every single day, people the mayor's been meeting with, and they're having conversations that are not the typical conversations you'd have at this time. And you wonder where this stuff comes from. And it's very damaging as well. But we're here to get the job done.
So what are the theories? What are they going to call conspiracy theories this time? No water in the fire hydrants? That's real. What exactly is misinformation? And why wasn't he saying to the president about the resources, right? It was all about misinformation. Is that going to get him out of this one? They always go to this. Something they don't like, misinformation. This was interesting. He's good at misinformation, or at least trying it. Gavin Newsom. Remember when Joe Biden totally botched that debate? I mean, botched it. It was the worst thing you ever saw in your life, right? What happened after that was Gavin Newsom came out and tried to say he did a good job.
I was very proud of the president tonight. So from my humble perspective, this is not about, style. This is about delivering results for the American people. And tonight, I think Joe Biden not only asserted himself, he reminded people of his accomplishments and his vision for the future.
Is that what you saw when you watched that debate? Even people who liked him didn't see that. That's misinformation right there. All right, so how did things end with that great woman on the streets of Los Angeles when she had something to say to her governor? She got absolutely nothing. Nothing. Maybe an AIDS business card. Maybe.
I see do you know there's water dripping over there, Governor? There's water coming out there. You can use it.
I appreciate it. I'm going to make the call to address everything I can right now, including making sure people
I'd
are
like
safe.
to make sure you do. Can I have an opportunity to at least tell people you're doing what you're saying you're doing? Could somebody have a contact? Can I have your contact information?
Right there.
Yeah, go see that guy. He's got my card. He carries my card as I get into the back seat of this SUV. All right, it went from I'm on the phone, it went to reception's bad, went to I'm going to make a phone call, busted. Totally and completely busted. An inflection point, to be sure. All right, we're not done, though. Everybody wanted to be a firefighter when they were a little kid, including my big brother, Jimmy. There he is, Baldwin, New York, sitting at the fire truck steering wheel. So cool. Yeah, didn't you go through a phase? And some people were lucky enough to actually make it happen in life. But every kid wanted to be a firefighter at some point or another. This kid, me for a little while, more a cop, but you know, it's, but why should it matter what skin color or gender or sexual preference anybody is? This woke madness, no one will stand for it anymore. No one. We're not going to employ people with this kind of mindset. I mean, they could think this stuff privately, but it can't be their job. This is the, the diversity officer, right, in the fire department. Check this out.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better.
Right, right. That's how we look at first responders. That's my first response. What skin color are you, right? Anybody remember this picture about a dozen years ago? On the left, that's Officer Larry DePrimo, and he's buying shoes for a homeless man. It's cold. Did the homeless man care about the color of the cop? Did the cop care? No, that's not how it works. How about this picture? A white baby, drop the banner please, was choking to death on food. You can't just do the Heimlich maneuver, right, on a baby. You have to be firm but very gentle at the same time. The parents, who were white, were totally freaking out and totally grateful that this man, who appears to be a person of color, saved the baby's life. People don't think the way the woke left wants us to think. And me personally, oh, by the way, when I was in Iraq as an embedded correspondent, I actually took a little bit of metal to the face. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I kind of got knocked around a bit. Anyway, I was okay, shook up a little bit. You may notice that the medic treating me happened to be black, a black woman. I did say, you know what, I'd feel more comfortable if the white medic responded. I never got her name. She was so gentle and so professional at the same time. I thank you still. Very gentle and very nice. All right. Boy, the woke left. And talk about a chip on your shoulder, huh?
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmidt tonight on Newsmax.